Hi everyone, it's Baby Bear. Come join the Bear Den to get all of your updates on the best coining packs, buying and selling accounts, and of course, the number one place to matchmake on all of Evony. If there is a better name for this Discord, drop it in the comments because I have been stuck on what to call it, but let me know what you think. So, I am posting this very rare opportunity in VAL where we have a VIP 22 account. All right, VIP 20 and up, those accounts are very hard to get and they are very, very juicy big accounts. And we have one available on an amazing team. So I think what's most important about finding the right person is really making sure that we find a good fit. And there's no such thing as a perfect person, but there is such a thing as a perfect fit for our team. So I just want to say the last recruit that we got in, King Monkey, he is a perfect recruit. And of course, our team, we all have our quirks, we all have our flaws, but at the end of the day, when we're on the battlefields, it's all game on, right? Like it's all focused on the game. So what we're looking for is we care more about the fit and team culture over any spend level. However, we are a competitive alliance, so we are looking for a player with similar values. So I think a lot of you out there suffer from having teams where you guys can't do fast rallies because they don't have enough march speed ups, or you can't play SVS because your team doesn't have enough soul. And there's just things that you kind of miss out on because the rest of your team just doesn't have. And so it's nice to be able to be a part of a team that if you have all that stuff and everyone else has all that stuff, you just have fun, right? You don't have to kind of worry about these deficits or deficiencies all the time. And I think it's just one of those things where when you are joining a competitive alliance, it's one of those things that's important to play. And it's just aligning on the gameplay. So I will say that please don't come to Val if you think that you're going to find a sugar dad or a sugar mom or a free ride. We just don't have that type of player here. I think people assume that just if you're in a big alliance that that's the case, but we really don't. So we really don't want those types of players coming here. So please don't come here. And it's very obvious if you're that type of player. So, you're not going to be able to get a VIP 22 count if that's your end goal. It's not going to the investment will not pay off for you. So, I mean, maybe back in the Ichiro days there was that spend level, but it's just we don't have that spend level now. So that's why we would like to make sure that somebody coming into our big keeps are people that will be kind of consistent with what it was before. However, again, your personality and your play style and just you being able to mesh with the team is just the most important thing. Now, I think the only closest thing to a requirement is just the battlefield times. So we do BOC 8 and BOG 9. A lot of people here are on the West Coast. We have a couple of East Coasters, we have a couple of Midwesterners, and then we have some people in Australia and Japan. And the person selling this account is from Canada. So if you can handle a bunch of us Northern Americans, which I understand if you can't, then this alliance might be for you. And just a lot of West Coasters are on this team. So if you're West Coast, give a shout. So overall, if you need more information, obviously, just contact me. Baby Bear Sings on Discord. Join the Discord channel. Ask. We'll have all that information for you. But I'm just going to give an overview just to make it very simplified and just very top level. So the person who spent on this account, they were doing about, the Sulis, like a Sulis a month or a cake a month, just depending on, their life. So not to say that there's any sort of spend requirement, just letting you guys know that this is what we were used to in that keep. So if you happen to be that spend level, maybe you're only a VIP 17 or 18, but you're on a newer server and you spend this anyway, but you really are frustrated because you don't have a team, this might be a great opportunity for you. So the keep level is 43. It's only 140 billion resources from K44, so that's actually really, really close to K44. It's almost 20 billion power. The research power is really high. The 300 million, mine is 346, so it is very, very high. The VIP level is 22. The subsidies, we can discuss this. It has 5 red ones right now and 5 gold, and we can try to figure out getting this keep more red subsidies. I've been trying to do that as we win more challenge and trying to reallocate subs and stuff. So you will have a great opportunity of having these red subs, which is very hard to come by. The dragons are very, very high up. I don't even have my dragons this high up, so you can tell this person is very active and cares for their account. So Thieves is 19.8. Oh my goodness gracious. And it's because this one actually doesn't have the other defense dragon, but no worries. This account will get the next dragon. It's a very, very easy account to go to All Stars Majors. The reason why this account doesn't have all the dragons is because we adopted it from the merge. So there were a couple of castles that we got that are now in our PvP team, and we will of course try our best to push everybody to All Stars as much as we can, but this one definitely is an All Stars Majors castle. It just so happened that the merge happened right at the time of All Stars, so there was really no time to plan out everything. And I promise you, I will give up my own placement in All Stars Majors. I will give up my own points to make sure this castle goes to All Stars next. So just know that we will be behind you to make sure you get that dragon because you're going to need it. So the next most important thing that people ask is usually the generals. So he has a very high Ragnar, 12.5, which I think is the same as what I have. So he also has the other generals awakened, and he has general tokens. So I would say you need about 80 to 100 general tokens nowadays in order to get a fully awakened general for a release, right? So if an event comes out with a major general or a good general that you like, you want to have at least 80 to 100 tokens to be able to get all 15 of those copies. Plus, you probably will have to buy a couple of the event 99 packs to get some of the glory tokens if you need a guarantee type of opening. So I think all in all, it's a great standing of generals and civ gear. Art treasure level is 5, civ treasure level is 7, and we have a completely nap server. It comes with 2 family members attached to the account, K35, K34. Senate levels 22 out of 24 slots. He actually has all the requirements for VC 10. He just hasn't done it yet. So that's all that's needed for those slots. Spirit Beast 14 with some seals done. Ideal Land, just know that our alliance is not an Ideal Land alliance, so it's no big deal. Please, Ideal Land is so dumb. It's so dumb. And then you can tell here on his champions, he kind of focused more on opening up all the champions, so he has them all, so you don't have to fret about not having all of them. He has 10 Cake Castles, a Fame Castle, 1 All-Star Castle, 38 million gems, 22,000 March speed-ups, which is great, 800 Senior March Bus, which is way more than I have, and 63 gold general tokens. So yeah, he has an amazing foundation, super amazing foundation here. And just going back to the team culture, I think what we're looking for is just someone who is just content in life, but just not content on Evony, right? You're just looking for a better team to play with, but you're not looking for someone or people or a group to rescue you from your life. So even if you're a good player, but you make it very known to people that you have like issues in life and that Evony is your only source of happiness, it becomes a burden on everyone, right? Because it's supposed to be a team game and it's supposed to be light and fun and hey, we're upgrading our buffs and that's what we're helping each other with. But it is interesting that there have been a lot of good players that tend to make their real life the focus, and then anytime they fall behind or if they don't make all stars or if they want to make all stars, it just becomes all about pushing them or helping them or making sure they're happy on the game. And it's just too much, right? Like it's just too much because like we all have our own lives. We all have our own problems. We have to go and work to basically spend on this game. So when we come on this game, the last thing we want to do is be, you know, like rescuing people, right? Like we're not here to rescue people in real life. We're just here to freaking, you know, join rallies and kill some monsters. So I think that if that sounds like you, please, like this is not the alliance. But if you're somebody who likes fairness, who likes data, who likes performance, who likes, you know, seeing people's buffs in order, if you like fun rivalry, like, oh, I want to, you know, compete against my own teammates, getting better buffs or getting, you know, better points in BOCs, you're going to really like it here because we have a lot of fun. But this type of, you know, banter and fun can also be really bad for people who, you know, can easily get envious, easily get FOMO, easily are insecure and you know, like always think that, oh, like I'm not good enough for the team. Because there's a lot of people on our team that are low coiners, free to play, and they're just content. They're just content with where they're at. They don't care, you know? They don't make their, you know, their position anyone else's problem. They just make it work for themselves. And it's, if you're one of those people, like if you're going to come on a VIP 22 account and you can only be a VIP 22 type level, all good. Nobody's going to say anything, right? And if you come in as a VIP 16 and you buy a VIP 22, we would definitely flag that. We would say, you know what? We don't think that that account is going to probably be a good fit for you. And obviously, we will ask references or we will ask what happened on your other server. And we don't really care about drama on your other server because I'm sure that's probably why you want to leave. But the only thing that we do care about is any sort of thing that has to do with hacking, stealing, scamming, defrauding, anything that has to do with money and accounts, we will not tolerate. And actually, nobody should tolerate this on a game. No one should. It's like the number one thing that every single mobile game and even PC game looks down upon is the scammers or people that, you know, take an account and sell it and make a profit off of it. That is just not right. It's not right. So if you have any of that sort of backstory, we definitely will not even entertain that. But we will have the mutual respect. You are more than free to ask me. You are more than free to join our VAL Discord. You can, you know, if you're a good candidate, we could maybe have you fill an account for a couple of BOCs to, you know, kind of test it out. And just know that I will be just 100% honest and candid and transparent with you because that is all I have ever wanted from people. If I was going to another server in Alliance, I would want them to be honest with what they want from me or what they expect. Because if any of those things don't align, then you're saving each other, right? You're saving each other a lot of grief. So it's so important just to be honest because just like, you know, when you're like dating or finding a relationship, just be honest because even if it isn't a good fit or a match, then at least you know early on before all the real drama hits the fan. So that is it. That's VAL. So just know that we are super protective about saving our peace.